Hello friends, hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel A to Z about dispensing pharmacy, and I am your host Pooja Chavan. So friends, let's start with our today's video. In this video, I will tell you about dispensing pharmacy. My topic is Introduction to Dispensing Pharmacy. Friends, have you know anything about dispensing? Ever heard about dispensing word anywhere before? Let me tell you. Dispensing means to prepare, to give out. Dispensing is concerned with the preparation and supply of medicines. It requires extensive knowledge of the following. First is the stability of medicines and their ingredients. Second, principles of compounding. Third, dosage. Fourth, chemical, physical and therapeutic incompatibilities. Fifth, packaging methods. Sixth, labeling procedures. And 7 point, legal requirements affecting the storage, supply, records, containers and labeling of substances affected by the poisons, misuse of drugs, therapeutic substances and medicines acts. Okay. Next comes general dispensing procedure. We'll see here what is the general procedure, dispensing procedure. Okay. First point is work on your own. Most retail pharmacies in this country are controlled by one pharmacist who must be confirm his ability to make correctly the many decisions involved in a pharmaceutical company. Pharmacist must work on his own. Okay. Next comes wear a fresh laundered overall coat. This is not to protect your clothes. A well starched or preferably nylon coat reduces contamination of dispensed products with fibers and other particles. Pharmacist must always wear a freshly washed coat. Okay. This is to prevent any contamination of the dispensed products. Okay, the dispensed materials or medicine should not get contaminated with the fibers of the clothes you are wearing. Next comes provide yourself with a clean glass cloth, a duster and either a swab or sponge. The glass cloth is for polishing containers before issue to the patient. Next, work in a clean and tidy manner, in particular to reduce the risk of errors and contamination. Read the prescription carefully. Make sure you understand it and that it is legally correct. Guys, reading prescription carefully is very important. Okay, you must know what you are reading. Like, you should not give wrong medicines to the patients. Remember guys, you are dealing with medicines and thus the lives of patient, so be sure of what you are dispensing. Imagine the disastrous consequences of dispensing wrong medicine. So always be sure of reading prescription carefully, okay, and correctly. Next comes, if necessary, find the formula of the preparation in an appropriate source of information. Copy it in your practice book. Next, check the doses of internal preparations. Find from an appropriate source if any ingredient is a poison. Confirm that there are no pharmaceutical or therapeutic incompatibilities in the preparation. If you are unsure of the correct method of preparation, refer to your practical notebook, which should be well indexed, or to the appropriate parts of your reference books. If you don't know any method of preparation of particular medicine, then you must always refer your appropriate reference books. Okay, never ever dispense or prepare wrong medicine. Okay. Next is look up the storage conditions for the preparation of the medicaments. Yes, storage condition, okay, is very important. Like, store in well closed tight containers, away from sunlight. So these are the storage conditions which you must know. Next is work out the calculations. Check the calculations. Collect the correct container and closure. If necessary, trim the label to fit the container, but do not remove the name of the supplier. Write the main label and collect any special labels that are required. Make the preparation, pack it in the container and polish the later. Check the labels and fix them to the container. Check the finished preparation. Wrap the container and write the patient's name and address on the wrapper. Make the appropriate records. So we have seen here 21 dispensing procedures. Okay. Next is, what is the prescription? Okay. A prescription is an order from a doctor, dentist, or veterinary surgeon for the supply of a medicine, dressing, or surgical appliance to a patient. Prescription is always written in universally accepted format called as prescription blank, which is kept as pad form at doctor's clinic. When patient goes to visit doctor checks patient, diagnosis is done, and then doctor writes medicine's name along with dosage etc. on this prescription. Okay guys, you must have seen prescription. Okay, so now we'll see what prescription contains. Okay, in prescription what information we see. First is the patient's name and address. Next, a prefix, the name and quantities of medicaments to be supplied. Instructions for the patient, the prescriber's signature and address, the date on which the prescription was written. So this information is mainly mentioned on the prescription. Okay, let's see each and every point in detail. First comes the patient's name and address. Patient's name and address is written along with his age. Also the gender of the patient is mentioned. Yes, on the prescription. Firstly, whenever you go to doctor for checkup, your doctor asks you name, your age, then he asks you about your size, like male, female is mentioned on the prescription, then your address. So these things are necessary. Okay, patient's name, patient's age, sex and address. Next is a prefix. What is a prefix? This is the sign RX, which is an instruction to the pharmacist. Yes guys, whenever you see prescription, no, in this prescription you will see a sign, a symbol RX always written on the prescription. Okay, so this RX, okay, RX sign, it's an abbreviation for the Latin word. Okay, it's a Latin word meaning recipe or to take. Okay, RX is a Latin symbol which means recipe or to take. Next is the names and quantities of medicaments to be supplied. The medicament may be prescribed as an official preparation together with the quantity required, a proprietary product together with the quantity required, a special formula in which case the quantity of each ingredient will be stated together with a description of the type of preparation, example mixture, lotion, tablet. In this part, the name and quantities of medicines to be supplied. The medicines which doctor wants to give patient, okay, those medicines names are written here, okay, along with the quantity. Next come instructions to the patient. These may include the method of administration or application, the dose of the preparation is for internal use or external use, the time of administration or application, the diluent, example water if relevant, or the means of application, example brush, the part of the body to which the preparation is to be applied if for external use. So instructions for the patients, like doctor on the prescription he mentions some instructions, okay, to the patient. Like first is the method of administration or application, like to be taken, if tablet is there then to be taken orally, okay, if cream is there then to be applied on the skin, like that. Then the dose of the preparation is for internal use or external use, like tablet or syrup then we take it internally, if cream is there, lotion is there, then we apply externally on our skin, okay. Next comes the time of administration or application. Doctor also mentions that you have to take this tablet in the morning or after lunch, after dinner, before lunch, before dinner. So this is the time of administration or application. Next is the diluent, example water if relevant, or the means of application, example brush. Okay, if one cream is there, okay, which doctor has prescribed you, so it will be mentioned like always use a brush to apply cream to your skin. Okay, next, the part of the body to which the preparation is to be applied if for external use, see guys, for example, if one cream is there or any lotion is there, so doctor will mention the place where it to be applied, on the palm or legs. Okay, he will mention the part of the body, okay, to which the preparation is to be applied. So this was the fourth point, instructions for the patient. Next comes the prescriber's signature and address. Prescriber means doctor, surgeon who is prescribing you the medicines. His sign and address is mentioned. Yes, prescriber means your doctor, surgeon, okay, who is prescribing you the medicines. So that particular doctor's name, sign, then along with sign, his address, also his registration number is important. Okay. Next, the date on which the prescription was written. Originally, prescriptions were written in Latin, partly because this language could be understood by pharmacists all over the world, and partly to hide the nature of the treatment from the patient. In recent years, the use of Latin has rapidly declined. Until today, only a few abbreviations and terms persist. Nowadays, prescribers mention date on which the prescription is written. So, date is very important. Okay, doctor mentions date on the prescription on the day on which he prescribes you the medicines. Okay, so the date is very important. Next, we'll see what are the different parts of prescription. Okay, first part is date of the prescription. Next comes the patient's name, age, sex and address. Third part is superscription. Fourth part is inscription. Fifth comes subscription. Sixth is signatura or signa. Seventh part is the prescriber's name, signature and address. These are the 7 different parts of prescription, and we'll see each and every part in detail. First comes date of the prescription. As I have told you earlier regarding the date, that date is very important on the prescription. Okay, date of the prescription is very important for the pharmacist to take note of the prescribed medicine or drug. For example, drugs like narcotic or any habit-forming medicines must not be misused by the patient. So, date on the prescription is essential. Next comes the patient's name, age, sex and address. Prescriber mentions patient's name, age, sex and finally the address of the patient in order to identify the prescription. Example, age and sex of the patient, especially in case of children, helps the pharmacist to check the correct dose of the medication. Okay. Third is superscription. Superscription is the part of the prescription which consists of the heading where the symbol Rx is written. Yes, in the prescription where the symbol Rx sign is written, that part is called as the superscription. Okay. Next is inscription. Inscription is also called as the body of the prescription and provides the name, quantities of the chief ingredients of the prescription. Also, inscription provides dose and dosage forms such as tablet, capsule or syrup. Inscription. What is inscription? See friends, on the prescription where the medication like medicine's name and dosage is written. Example, tablet telmisartan 40 mg. Okay, so this is called as the inscription. Okay, inscription part which contains medicine's name and dosage. Okay, this is the body of the prescription. Okay. Next comes subscription. This part of the prescription contains prescriber's directions to the pharmacist regarding the dosage form to be prepared and number of doses to be dispensed. Since nowadays only a few prescriptions are compounded, therefore such directions are less frequent. In this subscription part, doctor or prescriber gives instructions or mentions instructions which is to the pharmacist, okay, to the pharmacist. Like in particular medicine, what is the drug to be, means what drug is it contains, okay, so that is mentioned. Like what quantity you have to take, that is mentioned, okay, that is the instruction to the pharmacist, like how to prepare the medicine, okay. This used to be followed in earlier days, but nowadays what doctor does, doctor mentions the name of the medicines along with dosages and all, okay, quantity, how much to be taken. The patient take that prescription to the pharmacist, pharmacist reads the prescription, checks the names of the medicines, and then he gives those medicines to the patient. So this is the procedure which is followed today, okay, nowadays. But earlier dispensing procedure, dispensing used to be followed, okay. Pharmacists used to prepare medicines by themselves, and after preparation they used to give those medicines to patients, okay. Next comes signature or signa. It is usually abbreviated as SIG on the prescriptions and consists of the directions to be given to the patient regarding the administration of the drug. It usually indicates the quantity of medicament or number or dosage units to be taken, how many times in a day or at what time it should be taken, and the manner in which it is to be administered or applied. Signature or signa. This is the instruction given by prescriber or doctor or surgeon to the patient, like quantity of medicament, okay, quantity is mentioned, then dosage units to be taken, how many times in a day, like twice daily, thrice daily, or it should be what time it should be taken, like in the morning or at night or before lunch, after lunch, and the manner in which it is to be administered or applied. If tablet is there, then orally. If a cream is there or lotion is there, then apply externally, okay. These instructions are mentioned. So this part where doctor mentions instructions to the patient, that part is called as a signature or signa. Next comes the prescriber's name, signature and address. Prescriber, the doctor who gives you medicines or who writes the prescription, that doctor's name, sign, address and registration number must be there on the prescription, okay. All other parts of the prescription may be printed or typewritten, but the prescriber's name must be handwritten and should be signed with ink. This eliminates the danger of dispensing medicament on a spurious order, and it authenticates the prescription. The prescriptions containing narcotic or other habit-forming drugs must bear the address and registration number of the prescriber. This identifies the special license which a prescriber must have to prescribe the narcotic and other habit-forming drugs. Okay, so we have seen these 7 different parts of prescription. Next comes, here I have given one example of prescription. Okay, so see here, in this prescription you will see here prescriber's details, that is doctor's name is written, then his address is written. Okay, next comes name, age, sex, address of patient. Here patient's name is written, his age is written, sex male or female is written, address is written. Okay, next comes date of the prescription. Here in this prescription date is also mentioned. Next comes the superscription. Superscription is the RX symbol, Latin symbol. Okay, next is inscription. Inscription is the body of the prescription, as I have told you earlier. Here, for example, tablet telmisartan 40 mg, name of the medicine and dosage is written. Next is signature or signa, instruction to the patient, taking one tablet daily in morning for blood pressure control. So here doctor has mentioned take one tablet daily in morning. Okay, so what dose you have to take, then in time is also mentioned, like in morning. Okay, and for blood pressure. So this is the instruction given to the patient. So this part is called as signature or signa. Next comes here subscription, refill 6 times. Subscription is the instruction given to the pharmacist. Okay, generic substitution. Okay, generic substitution pharmacist can give to the patient. Refill 6 times. Okay, next comes signature of the prescriber, signature of the prescriber and registration number. Okay, this was the example of one prescription which I have explained you. That's all friends. Hope you liked my today's video. Do comment and let me know regarding my today's video. Also, if you want any particular videos related to dispensing pharmacy, then do comment and let me know. This is my first video, so do like, share and subscribe my channel. Subscribing my channel will give you notifications on my upcoming videos. So guys, please stay tuned. Next topic which I will cover is types of dispensing. Thank you friends.